The competition begins. May the best man win.
I know, lady says.
Alrighty.
Okay, and of course here for Exeter Clutches. Carlo couldn't be with us today because he was posing at those two cars out there are going to be at each other for second and third. Now this is where things can change a little bit. Albeit I think Ronnie has got the mathematical advantage by quite a bit, so it's got to be a win by Barry and probably a fourth by Ron, I think, may do it. But these are the two that can shake things up a little bit. Young Shannon Holiday is another one that's going to move up in the points quite a bit.
Oh.
He will end up, he can't do any worse than fifth in the series, and if he happened to score a win here, he would take fourth. If he had second, he would take fourth. Oh, and he can't do any of that. Just as well it's only a warm-up. Yeah. So there you go, that's Nick Rombouts. He's actually won the series, but doing the right thing by the series and the sponsors. He's come here today to stamp his authority over Stadium Drift Australia Level 2 Series. First judged lap, the boys are up there ready. Drives this thing like an animal. You watch him, he goes past. In through the flip-flop on the back section. Now into the bowl, I guess you could call it. And Ronnie Lee, look at him, he's chasing Barry Clark. Barry's still grinning as he goes through. Ronnie almost inside his back door. And two old stages, Hayden.
Just quietly, but I don't think Ron touched the brakes for that whole lap. He knew that if he did, he'd wash speed off, and he needed to keep that up to try and stay with Barry. Great drive from Ronnie Lang, and of course a fantastic lead out as well from Barry.
And Barry, our top qualifier today. Okay.
It's all on the hat, mate.
It sure is.
Showing Holiday the next two out. Nice little wag of the tail into turn one. Nick's got a little bit of a lead on Shannon, but Shannon will really win as they come through the middle of the track into the roundabout. And Shannon is right on his hammer. Final transition. Shannon might have been a little bit loose on that one. Into the final corner. That was a class run out of Nick.
I'll tell you what, young Shannon doing a good job there, taking it right up to the actual series winner. So good on Shannon, another good run. Okay, we're up for the second lap here. This will take us down to the top two.
Old Twinkle Toes is back. He'll lead out this time round. Nice sketch over to turn one. And it's rolling away. Trying that little up and around. Climbing right on his hammer, going out wide, getting good angle. Some folks to the roundabout. Up for the centre section. Beautiful transition. Wonderful transition to do. Expect this done today. Oh, good work there, running there. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, running a little bit of breather right at the end there, but he got out of it beautifully, and well done to the pair of them. Who'd be a judge, I'll tell you now.
Jeez, I thought they were coming over to get into our area. Okay, waiting for a result. Look at them two, will you? Look at them.
They're contemplating beers down on the small new turn over on the side too, mate. Showing Holiday leading out Nick Rombouts this time round. And I'll tell you what, Nick did not let him get the jump on him. Knew he couldn't afford to. Very nice transitions through the middle of the track, and Nick is still in touch as they come in at the roundabout. Shannon not feeling the pressure whatsoever out front, just running his own race and doing a great job at it through the final corner. And as you said before, mate, who would be a judge? I'll tell you what, that was an extremely good run there from Shannon. Nick had a little bit of a whoopsie coming out of the bottom turn, but we'll see who fights it out here. I tell you what, it'd be hard to imagine the Pro Boys doing better than that. That was a great effort by the level 2 boys here today. Ronnie, not putting pressure on you, mate, but you've got to get third. Otherwise, give it to him, Shannon. Oh, sorry, Ron. Okay, straight into it. Let's go. This is for first and second. And you've got Barry Clark leading Nick Rombouts down there into turn 1. Nick had a little bit of a straight as he came out of the corner there. Barry had turned the vehicle into the blow up here now. Barry Clark leads. Nick Rombouts trying to make up for a little bit of ground or a little bit of lost points. He's right there with him. Barry opens up off a smidge of a gap, but these boys are so close that they're going to finish right on top of each other. Round of applause for them, folks. That's their first run in the fight for 1 and 2. Okay, boys, you can have this one. This is going to be good, and we know what's going to happen. Oh, certainly, there's going to be action-packed. Ronnie Lang, he wants to get that third if he possibly can. Not that we put pressure on him. No pressure on him. To get up and do the run-up for third and fourth in the final round for City Clutches. Ronnie getting good angle out of the R31. Randy bouncing around in the back, not really set up for Kobie drifting, but he's doing a wonderful job out there. Shannon, not quite close enough to a big points in the first half of the run, but plenty run for him nevertheless. Come on, folks, give it up for these boys. Ronnie Lang and Shannon Holiday, put your hands together for these guys. They are trying desperately hard for series points, and it's very crucial in terms of Barry Clark and Ron Lang. Now, we're not going to put any pressure on Barry out here, but Barry has to win this round. Barry has to get the win to take second in the championship, and then Ron's got to finish. But mate, we're not putting pressure on. Well, see, I don't see him waving a $50 note out the window yet. He's trying to make out he can't hear us. Into turn 1 there, next and next as that comes through. Oh! It's been a bit of a touch-up in the corner. I think Barry might have given Nick a bit of a push and shove in the rear corner in that turn 1, so and a spin for Nick there as well. Okay. That's got written all over it. I don't know, mate. I'm not going to comment on it, but that was a half spin by Nick. I repeat, who'd be a judge? Well, he did get a punch in the bottom too, mate, you know? Yes, yeah. He didn't punch himself on the bottom of the pitch for doing something wrong. You like that line of mine, don't you? So well, the first time you ever said that to me, I was like, what the hell did he just say? I'll tell you what. So Nick is going to probably go out the back and punch himself in the bottom. Here we go. Second half of the run for these boys. Beautifully. He is absolutely delighted to be in the top 4. He could go there, running over the break down there. That's a tough run down there because that's a big drop. If there's a break down there, a big drain, you get caught up on there, you're in strike, but he got out of that, luckily no damage. On the board, Shannon as they make the final section of the run for these boys, and short of a run off, that's it for them. Severe real twisting out there in the R31, but give it up to Shannon and Ron, please. Mate, how's the way that Shannon Holiday has come on in these last few rounds? Like, mate, he's had the time in the seat now over the last probably 12 months or so. You're right in that assumption. He's come ahead in leaps and bounds over the last 6 to 8 months. But folks, give him a round of applause. I'll trophy presentation to come up a bit later.
But superb battles from these guys, unbelievably good drifting and driving, and good clean competition. So to the Exeter series, I think it could not have ended on a better note. And Shannon Holiday is going to end up, he's going to end up equal 5th in the series. So good on Shannon.
That's one hell of a jump from 11th to 5th, isn't it?
It is. He's done one hell of a job there tonight. So congratulations to the boys. You've got them in order as they finish today. And a beautiful drift train from the boys. That's how we like to see it done here at Archerfield. Good stuff. And these are the level 2 guys, folks. It's been their day. It's been their show. Come on, give them a round of applause as they come through in a big cheer. They put on one terrific show. Okay, open expression session time for all cars, all drivers. That will be followed by the knockout. So guys, get ready for that. The knockout will be coming up after the next session. So all cars, pros and level 2. If you head out now, passenger ride time, expression session time. That'll go for a few minutes, and then we'll get straight into the knockout. So that'll follow.